Davido calls Oyetola a bad human being. Nigerian pop star David Adeleke, aka Davido, has said Osun State Governor Gboyega Oyetola is a bad human being. Davido stated this in reaction to reports that his uncle, who won this Osun State governorship election, admitted that there was overvoting in his response to the petition against his victory at the July 16 governorship poll pending before election petition tribunal. Adeleke had in a statement on Sunday denied reports circulating on social media, adding that his defense was being twisted. Spokesperson to the governor-elect Rasheed Olawale said Adeleke in his defense filed before the tribunal dismissed Osun State Governor Adegboyega Oyetola's claim of overvoting in 750 polling units, stressing that the overvoting was created by the incomplete data of BVAS based on the unsynchronized BVAS report that was used by the petitioners. Reacting, Davido urged the INEC to tell Nigerians if there was overvoting with its new BVAS machine. He tweeted, "You are actually just a bad human being," at Gboyega Oyetola. No other way to put it. Spreading lies everywhere, destroying your legacy. Not like you even have. It's done and dusted. At INEC Nigeria, I beg, is there any such thing as overvoting with your new BVAS machine? November 27, we move. And those are the words of Davido. I think really everyone knows with the 2019 elections, everyone can say, to be honest, it was pretty much unfair what happened to Davido's uncle. But the thing is, Davido also being as involved as he is and his influence, in the political space, of course, his uncle is running for office. And so you'd expect him, well, not that you'd expect him, but we have seen him just be very vocal and supportive as he is. We've just seen that, in Adegboyega Oyetola's, journey, he has been favored by INEC, which a lot of people have found to be unfair. He's pretty much gotten what he wanted, to be honest. And I think right now, the Osun State elections were pretty much going to be intense. Why? Because of what happened the last time. And, everyone just thinking, excuse me, it's unfair. Adeleke should have won. And so in this case, these elections were not going to go down without a fight. And again, Oyetola, which I think has the constitutional right to, did try to question, the votes and, obviously call on the courts to review and call on INEC as well to review, the election results, which he has a right to, but it's the same move that was made before that made him governor. So everyone is pretty much aware, listen, it cannot work like that again. Okay. So let's go back to going to the comment section. We have comments here, and the first, Akindele Emmanuel says, Davido, be careful of your world because you're not a politician, you're just electorate. Well, this is his family. I think whether he was, yes, he's in the music industry, but his family is, a well-to-do family who already have influence anyways. And so really, if anything, whether he was Davido or not, he would still sort of have the means, or I guess the influence to support his uncle in whatever way. And in this case, because he's obviously popular, one of the greats, in Nigeria, his influence would definitely go a long way. Davido should mind his utterances against the incumbent governor. If you see something that is not right as per the Osun election, do it in a normal and respectful way. You are to use that statement calling a governor of your state as a bad human being. No, I think, listen, I don't understand since when. It's like, you understand how volatile people can be, especially on Twitter and when it comes to politics. So for some reason, you're expecting people to have table manners when it comes to these discussions. Is just unrealistic, especially Twitter being the platform where issues like this are being discussed. Let's be realistic, okay? Obviously, there are ways, and there are better ways to go about a situation. But in this case, I don't think, given how the APC has moved during these elections, it obviously shows that, there are no standards to behavior. So why are we trying to pretend, or why are we trying to bring in some sort of culture of behavior and ethics of communication when really the bar is so low? And yes, it's very unfair. It's like, obviously, with the last elections, it was hurtful for their delegates, of course, because they did, rightfully win. And of course, it was questioned, and then technicalities are brought in. And then this, the incumbent governor then was the governor, or is the governor, was put, or was given the win. And in this case, it's like you're trying to repeat what you did before with no conscience, or with no remorse for what, or no awareness of how unfair or how unconstitutional or how desperate, it looks. Of course, it's like, okay, fine, this is just beyond politics and beyond you playing games. You are just a bad human being, and I guess, that goes to show his character. And rather than just, because again, this is Davido's uncle, so you have to understand he's taking this personal, and I think he has gotten so fed up where he may not necessarily view this as just politics. It's like, okay, fine, I did view it as politics because, it's, you play dirty, great. But the extent to which you're going just shows that, your character as a human being, you're just very unfair, and you do lack character. And I guess that is where it's really coming from. Is the governor your mate, mischievous boy? Oh my days. I don't know why people are taking it personally. And I guess because it's Davido, and of course, with the whole thing of respect and how you talk to your elders, and, that also comes into play as to how people react to Davido's comment. But really, I don't understand. Almost every Nigerian on Twitter has literally said degradable things about Buhari, which, I mean, you can't say it's not justified, but would you pull up and say, well, respect your elders, don't talk to him anyhow? So again, it's like, it's very contradictory, because these are the same people that would speak ill of SANs, of SANs, of court judges, of ministers, of senators that are older than them. So this whole respect thing, I'm really not getting it. And of course, it's Davido, so, this also gives opportunity for those who do not like him, to also throw fire and throw stones at him as well. Again, he is supporting his family, and that's what he has chosen to do, and being involved in politics. And so if he feels to defend his uncle, which he has, very much promoted a lot and endorsed a lot, then, he has the right to. And I don't think him saying that would be so damaging to his career, and then, everyone will decide, wow, Davido says this, oh my days, come on. Let's be realistic. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.